today I'm looking at how the pickups are going to sit in the, like what depth and things. I need to think about this channel because I'm going to do a channel up the side for the wiring to go between the two pickups. I'll do a channel about 20 mil deep in from the side, and then I'll put in a piece of wood about 10 mil or so in there to cover it up again, and then that'll give me a, so that when I glue the pieces together, the glue I'll pour in and fill the cavities. But then when I route the pickup cavities, the hole should appear at both sides, in theory. So yeah, I'm going to do that bit, and I think I'm going to have to refret first as well. I'll have to the frets in so I can get a really accurate idea of where the strings are going to sit, so I can work out pickup height and how deep I need the cavities and things. So let's crack on with that, shall we? Made myself a little fret cleaning saw. So if that answers your questions. Hacksaw blade's about the right sort of size. What it was is when I was clamping and gluing the fretboard on, I ended up with this blob of glue at the top here when I took the stuff off. It must have come up through a wormhole. A tear in the time continuum thingy. Yeah, so it must have come up through one and just filled the slot a bit. So now I'm just making sure the fret slots are deep enough to get the fret properly in. It's not going to stop it from going in. So I need to sort of check them all as going. Most of them are fine. It's just up here like there. There's one right there. It's just a little bit shallow looking. So basically, yeah, to make sure the fret slots are fine before I try and put frets in. In case somebody's wondering, these are just a pair of Aldi snips which I've modified the end one to make them nice and flat. But they work surprisingly well. Well, they can work surprisingly well. Like sometimes getting the tang off, they can sort of slice it that way, and then I slice it up the way, and it's kind of ready to just come off then. See if I can get this to focus or not. Don't focus on that, focus on this. Silly thing. See, it takes off. Does quite a nice job, doesn't it? Yeah, so nothing too fancy. You'll see people using Dremels and stuff as well, which is another one. It's great. I use the Dremel as well. I use it to clean up afterwards. I nip the worst off with these, and then I'll go in with the Dremel just to sort of just polish them up a little bit and get the ends just a little bit neater, you know. Here's fine. I'm very aware of the fact that I've got binding on here, and this fret wire is over radiused, and then when I hammer down the middle, it's going to push out slightly sideways. So I'm being sure to cut these short of the, to allow enough space for them to expand a little bit when I dunt them in with the hammer. So just a couple of things to bear in mind. Anyway, I'll just crack on and I'll come back when I've nipped all these a gazillion times. So there are 24 frets all sorted out. In case you're wondering, I wear mighty sights. These things are amazing. I thought it was just a gimmick, but they really work. So I wear them with the little headlights. Absolutely brilliant for close-up stuff, you know. If you're a bit, you know, if you're in your 20s like me, yeah. So anyway, that's them all done. I'll probably just give the board a, and just keep cleaning the slots, and I think I'm going to give the board another quick going over with the block. This doesn't quite fit the whole block, but it is really fine. I can't remember which one that is. There's an 800 one somewhere that I'll probably use. Let's just see. This might be this. Yeah, that's the fine one. Like the sort of stuff. Trying to see what's. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Right, I'm doing a standard affair. I've got the wood glue in a syringe. Got my frets, got my water, got my moist cloth, got my dry cloth. So this, and I'm using a cork block with a piece of wood on it here to hammer against, because I normally do it on my leg, but that's going to be kind of tricky on this occasion. A bit extra glue in there. Come on, it's got bubbles. It's bubbles because it's the first squirt of the syringe. It's just got a few bubbles as it primes itself. Right, anyway, fret numero uno. These are going to be tricky because they're not, they don't have the V cut in them. It's going on. Oops. Happy days. That's basically all I do. Each and every one of them. Well, the frets are in. I've got to be honest, that was a challenge and a half. Ebony is very unforgiving. Man, it's tough stuff. I had a couple there that I just had to really wallop. I had to go back over them afterwards with the fret rocker, which is somewhere here. Here it is. A fret rocker from Chicken Bone John. Brilliant thing though. It's really, really good. You had to go back over that, check if you see they were like way too high, and then proceed to whack 'em more. That's a challenge though, to be honest with you. Well, done now though. Happy days. Just got to cut these off, trim these off flush, which is going to be a bit tricky, I think. I think from now on I'm going to do stick with bolt-ons. This neck through just adds a whole set of challenges, doesn't it? Really. Anyway, I'll go and trim this other side. Right, so this is my you've probably seen this before. It's my handmade tool for doing the frets. The only thing with this though is it's not going to be able to come right up here. I think it's going to hit the wood up here, so I'm going to have to do these separate. I can do the rest of it. I can do all this, this sort of area fine, but I'll need to take this file out. It's got a safe edge on it, this, so I can just you know, I'll be okay doing that later. But in the meantime, I shall get these ones done. I've put tape on here just to lift this up a little bit. You can see it's just catching the tape in no more, so I'm just being extra cautious about catching the wood. the less catching the wood I have to do, the less sanding out dirty big marks I have to do. I'm currently trying to keep going until I start catching the edge of the wood just a little bit. So it kind of gives that slightly rolled edge. I just catch it a bit with the file. It's very comfortable. So that's what I'm doing just now. It just takes, like on this side I can feel this is really sharp. On this side it's just, I don't know, there's just a niceness to it. It's just taking that harshness right off the end. So yeah, anyway, other side. If you don't have a fret end dressing file, a proper one, I thoroughly recommend it. Honestly, it's transformed my fret dressing game. So it's got this flat side, safe side, and it's got this rounded safe side. So flat side down, go round, round, just do it a couple of times, and then you turn it over to the rounded side, and then you sort of go round, as you go round you sort of come down. I bought this one from Tone Tech, luthier supplies in the UK, and I think it cost me about £12–13, but oh, it's worth every penny. It's absolutely fantastic. So just like that, I mean that feels beautiful already. Just like that. It's effortless. It's really super fine, and it just does an absolutely amazing job. So I'm a big fan. I don't care where you buy it from. I just recommend you get a proper one, because I just think they're so worth it. Anyway, I'm going to continue to do the rest of these frets, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, let's what's the frets anyway? Let's get on with sorting out this channel. And sort this channel out for the pickup wire. There we are, that's the hole done. I just had a wee problem with this guide being a bit off, so the thing kind of moved a little bit. But it was okay though. Once I got deep enough as well, the actual shaft of the router bit was kind of located in the slot, so I couldn't really move around. I wouldn't do that for any distance because it does get really hot, but it's fine for a short thing like this. You know, it's really just for the pickup wire. It's just to go from here to here, basically. So when I route her in, so I'm in at, yeah, there's 20 mils, and which, you know, that gets me right into the slot, right in the corner, which is just perfect. Actually worked just grand. The wires are about 4 mil thick, so that should be plenty. Now, just need to make a piece of wood to put in the top here now. I'm going to use this. Well, I was going to cut that piece of wood, and then I found this piece of wood, which is just virtually perfect, so there's no point in all that hassle when I've got a piece here. So, look at that, that's going to go in there beautifully. Yeah. I'm going to smear this in glue, I'm going to bang it in, and hopefully it'll go all the way. And if it doesn't, well, I'll just slice it off, I suppose. This is elm, that's what this is. This is elm. I remember now. Anyway, let's get some glue. It's got that dried yellow glue seal on the end. I'm not wanting too much. I don't want it all. I don't want all the glue running down inside and choking the, blocking up the hole I've just created. So then I can't get my bloody wire through. This doesn't need much, it's just got to sit in there while I get the sides on and things. Oh, it's got to stop lots of other glue getting in. So it doesn't need a huge amount, just enough just to stick it and stop it. So is it the right way now? Is it this way now? I can't remember now. There we go. Right. If in doubt, wipe your fingers on your clothes. Well, I've done everything I can now, and I think it's time to get some glue on this. Get this glued up, and then later or tomorrow, whatever, I can get the whole shape cut out and make it start looking like a proper guitar. So let's get gluing.